The honourable member for Don Valley West.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I'm pleased today to be sharing my time with the member from Kelowna Lake Country. Mr. Speaker, it is my pleasure to reiterate the importance of Canada's free trade agreement with Korea. No government in Canada's history has been more committed to the creation of jobs and prosperity for Canadian businesses, workers, and their families. Deepening Canada's trading relationship in dynamic and high-growth markets around the world is key to these efforts. Our government understands the importance of trade to our economy. It represents 1 out of every 5 jobs in Canada and accounts for more than 60% of our country's annual income. The Canada-Korea Free Trade Agreement is an ambitious, state-of-the-art agreement covering virtually all sectors and aspects of Canada-Korean trade. It also is Canada's first free trade agreement with an Asian market. When President Park of the Republic of Korea visited Canada in September, she and the Prime Minister also announced their intention to develop an agreement on science and technology and innovation cooperation between our two countries. I'd like to focus my remarks on this important development in the Canada-Korea relationship. Canada is globally renowned for its strengths in innovation, R&D capacity, and its highly trained workforce. Research and development is crucial for Canada's success as a trading nation. It plays a key role in shaping the economy and creating the jobs of the future. It creates new goods and services that improve the standard of living for Canadians and for communities around the world. The Canadian science, technology, and innovation landscape is rich and diverse. Our Conservative government understands the importance of science, technology, and innovation in addressing key societal challenges. Indeed, all Canadians know our future growth and place in the world will increasingly be driven by our ability to innovate. Mr. Speaker, let me provide you with some insights into how innovation is linked to economic development. The Science, Technology and Innovation Council of Canada describes science and technology as research and development which involves the creation of new knowledge. Innovation requires that knowledge or technology introduced into the marketplace or into an organization creates value. Being able to translate ideas from the lab to the marketplace is extremely important for Canada. To remain successful in the highly competitive global economy, Canada must continue to improve its approach for developing high-quality, talented people, performing world-leading research, and generating new breakthrough ideas. Our government recognizes that protectionist restrictions stifle our exporters and undermine Canada's competitiveness, which in turn adversely affects middle-class Canadian families. International science, technology, and innovation collaboration is increasingly important to our ability to stay at the leading edge. Canada generates about 4.1% of global knowledge, despite accounting for just 0.5% of the world's population. That is courtesy of the Council of Canadian Academies, the State of Science and Technology in Canada in 2012. Clearly, we are punching above our weight, and our linkages with international innovation leaders are crucial to maintaining our advantage. Korea is an ideal partner, Mr. Speaker, for Canada for science, technology, and innovation cooperation. Strengthening relations with Korea through a formal agreement will allow Canada to build a lasting strategic framework with one of the world's most innovative economies. Korea is not only a top funder of research and development projects, but an expert in introducing new technologies into the marketplace. These are the types of partners Canada needs to advance our expertise in innovation. In addition to supporting the relationship between the two countries, a science, technology, and innovation agreement will complement the Canada-Korea Free Trade Agreement by enhancing opportunities for Canadian industry to gain access to cutting-edge research networks, technology in Korea. A preliminary analysis suggests that the most promising sectors for cooperation align with those that will be supported by Canada's free trade agreement with Korea, namely aerospace, automotive, energy, including sustainable technologies, advanced manufacturing, health and life sciences, including pharmaceuticals and medical devices, and information communication technology, or ICTs. If you permit me, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to discuss the benefits for Canadians from strengthening the Canada-Korea science, technology, and innovation relationship. A science, technology, and innovation, or STNI agreement, would be supported by robust CKFTA outcomes in the areas of service, investment, temporary entry, and intellectual property. The services and investment provisions will provide Canadian service suppliers, for example, professional services such as R&D, with greater and more predictable access to the Korean market and encourage additional investment in science, technology, and innovation sectors. Temporary entry provisions will provide new preferential access to the Korean market, facilitating movement between Canada and South Korea for business visitors. The Free Trade Agreement's commitment to strong intellectual property rights and rules for their enforcement will provide Canadians who develop and market innovative and creative products with access to the Korean market. An STNI agreement would be an effective tool to assist Canadian companies to increase exports of value-added industrial and advanced manufacturing products, making Korea an attractive market not only for our traditional energy and agricultural exports, but also for science, technology, and innovation exports. An STNI agreement will also benefit Canada by facilitating increased access for Canadian small and medium-sized enterprises, or SMEs, research institutes, and universities to Korea's innovative ecosystem and global value chains. Canada's R&D largely depends on our universities. Korea relies much more on industry. The Korean R&D approach can help Canada commercialize research and scale products. And finally, Mr. Speaker, an STNI agreement with Korea would strengthen people-to-people ties by providing a forum for government, researchers, industry, and key Canadian stakeholders to develop opportunities to collaborate and leverage the latest R&D and technological advancements in strategic sectors. It will increase knowledge of innovation systems by providing a forum for both countries to learn about respective STNI policies, programs, and government funding structures, providing further insights into innovation, growth, and export strategies. We stand with Canadians incredibly disappointed that the NDP tried to completely gut the bill at the Trade Committee, where they tabled amendments to remove the investor protection provisions, cornerstones of modern trade and investment agreements. This is just harmful as the neglect of international trade under the Liberals, who took Canada virtually out of the game of trade negotiations, putting Canadian workers and businesses at severe risk of falling behind in this era of global markets. Fortunately, our Conservative government is committed to protecting and strengthening the long-term financial security of hardworking Canadians. Thanks to the actions under our government's free trade leadership, Canadian workers, businesses, and exporters now have preferred access and a real competitive edge in more markets around the world than at any other time in our history. The Canada-Korea Free Trade Agreement is yet another example of how we're getting the job done. Mr. Speaker, this agreement will strengthen our trade and investment ties across the Pacific, increase the prosperity of both our countries, and create jobs and enhance opportunities for Canadian businesses. With that, I call for the prompt implementation of the Canada-Korea Free Trade Agreement for the benefit of Canada and all Canadians. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.